Hi everyone, it's Carolyn here to share a channeled message from the Light Keepers, and this time it's a July energy update. So again, it's kind of funny how these are showing up these days because I really don't know what I'm going to talk about, and then all of a sudden it's like, there's a topic, and they said, sit down, let's go. So it's pretty immediate. I just channeled this. So anyway, here's some information for July. So you can use this to take away for your own journey. Again, as I always say, I hope you get a little nugget of something out of every video that I do, because that's the idea. Take it away for your own journey. At least, hopefully, one thing that you'll find applicable. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Carolyn. I'm a channel, I'm a distance energy healer, and I'm a spiritual awakening mentor. And I offer these channels for your awakening and ascension support. So thanks for joining me today. And if you're interested in more free content, check out below. There's a link that sends you to a free video that I did on flow for you, creating that within your body for health and wellness. But then it sends you to my email list where weekly I send out another channeled message for the upcoming week. So join me there. All right, so I'm going to get going. I'm going to read this. And so this is a little different today. What happens often is as they give me a channel, I can just stop and have conversation with them and ask questions. So you're going to see in here, and this is actually how my sessions work when I do channeling sessions with clients that are actually documents that I do. I actually stop and I have conversation and I channel information too, or I'll talk about the things that I'm seeing because they'll give me visuals. So it's a back and forth conversation, but I'm still channeling, yet I'm also bringing through their information. So it's kind of fascinating. So that's what you're going to have here today. They start out a little bit riddled, but stick with me. All right, here we go. So basically the explanation and the conversation that I would typically have with you afterwards is within the channel here. All right. Light star will come your way as this month begins its day. Brightness in the sky, so true. It will be there for your ever due. Nighttime brings a blaze across the ethers in your day. Will you see them? And what to do, the beauty of the sky, so true. And yet in your way you'll find a more stable time you are offered for your own self, if you wish it to be in your way. For it is the energies that are ripe to make them what you wish to be for your own self today. Understand more and more of these energies of this year are here for you to launch off in your every way. And yet, chaos will reign. A greater division in the collective will even be seen too. For it is as we mentioned, which way will you go of the separateness we say too? But light you are, for make this a stable time. The energies are ripe to launch you forward, a higher vibration in time. For this month brings energetic fusion, if you can understand it. But it is most individual, we say. What will you do with it in your way? As we mentioned back some time ago when the virus came in so bold, it is what you would do with it, we asked. Thrown into the ring for you to grab onto, and again we find, this month in time, how will you handle it and take advantage of what is in front of you in your way? And then I say, okay, because I was starting to get pictures. So I'm very much getting that this feels like, well, I don't want to say individual journey, but there's more opportunity now for the energies to impact the individual and for the individual to grab a hold of them and really launch forward. And they say, yes, as we say, this is actually it. Building a stable force of light workers across the worldwide grid is important. Watching the frenzy from a side and yet at times stepping in your toe. Holding the grid tighter, but also at the same time finding your own way. For you are building out the higher of the divine within you. But the energies in July will allow you to individually grow in your own way and to be able to be higher vibratory for yourself. For the collective will continue to separate for a grand purpose, as you all understand today. Separation has been and done across the eons of time, but now it is ripe. For this is the split you see in 2020 in your way. And you feel it, and you can see it too. And some of you have been involved, but remember always to be the stable force in your day. Step back, let the energies unwind deep within you. Invite them in so you may float away. And then, the words float away, they now move into a whole different explanation. And I said, what you're showing me is actually somebody on a surfboard on calm waters. So the point is not everybody knows how to surf and be on a surfboard, But as they get their balance, oh, okay, you just said ride the wave in time. Okay, I understand. This is about finding your balance on that surfboard as the metaphor on what might be some chaotic times. But it's like there's a gelling of this, and I think you're talking about that undercurrent we feel and yet cannot see it fully in action, even though there is a lot of action with respect to chaos and division. Yes, as we say, understand that what is underneath cannot be seen right now. So this is why we say, build your stability now for the wave that you will ride in time. And I said, okay, so that's what I'm seeing. It's the surfer on the surfboard getting used to it, getting the stability, getting the balance, which is what you're talking about in July, finding your wave stability, continuing to work on yourself and grounding that in, but taking advantage of these energies in July to use them to grow greater stability for yourself and impacting the collective, but also to prepare for the greater wave down the road. And when we talk about wave, we're talking about energetic wave, shifts and changes in the collective, and activities and things that will come our way, correct? Yes, as we say. And then I say, because I'm still seeing, as I've said previously, an uptick of something in September or the start of fall. And they say, it is preparation time. Ride the surfboard of the light divine. And as you do, you will learn to balance more in your day in the coming times, we say too. Rocky roads that can be ahead too. And right now, it is, we say, not stability in your way. It is often disagreements. And in the collective, we find a greater separation of those who are and are not blind. But understand too, all are part of the great collective of light. It is just that for some, it is not their time. But this month we say, it is true. Time for the light workers to grab a hold and find your stability and balance, we say. Use these energies in becoming the best of you today. So there you go. I just thought that was kind of cool how this was a little different. We talked back and forth, and that was a lot of fun because that's what I do in my sessions, and that's how the documents end up coming through, where I have channeled information coming through pictures, and then I describe what it is, and we have a back and forth conversation. So I hope you enjoyed that today. So as we move into July, keep in mind this coming weekend, we have a lunar eclipse on Saturday night, and then we have a full moon on Sunday. Pretty sure I got that right. Anyway, highly energetic times. I kind of think that's what they're talking about, the bright star in the sky. Okay, they said analogous too just now. So anyway, needless to say, we got a lot coming up just starting out this month. So anyway, ride the wave, get on your surfboard, find your balance and stability, and take advantage of these energies to come. So I hope you have enjoyed this message. And as always, I will leave you with my website, purplerainhealing.com, where you can see all of my services. Distance energy healing and channeling, channeled messages, which I offer 3 different types, and then spiritual awakening mentoring, which is so powerful, where I work with you one-on-one in mentoring you forward, helping you forward in your awakening journey, regardless of what's going on in your life. And I channel prolifically through all of these. So needless to say, I would love to work with you. Check out purplerainhealing.com. And again, come back for more videos. I thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful start of your month, and I'll see you in the next video.